Hey, Tim, this is a great shot.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
So the reason I emailed you is my son played in a baseball tournament this summer up in Cooperstown, and his
great.
team won the championship. So the parents all got together and we got each kid a commemorative bat.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a way to display it, so I've come up with this box. The reason I emailed you was to figure a way to mount the bat into the case that I've made.
Yeah, I got the email. I got the measurements that you sent me on the box. So I'm thinking about the bat. You want to have it behind a glass door. So what I did is I took some scrap wood yesterday and I made up a quick frame because I knew I was coming today. And I wanted to line it up to see if I did it right, but also have your approval on the size. And now that I'm looking at it, I say we can display the bat right behind that in glass, and that would look pretty good.
So that looks great. Just one thing.
Uh-oh.
The team has commemorative pins that they have, and my son wants to display those as well in the case.
All right, put this in here like this, and have the bat, let's say, something like that, right?
Yes.
And obviously, I think the glass opening is too small now.
I think so.
Well, I mean, you built a great job on the box, and I don't even know if you need me to help you with this frame, but we could do a frame which is much narrower, a larger piece of glass, probably miter and glue the corners together, and then just figure out a way how to attach it to the box.
Sounds good.
All right? We'll make the frame from a piece of 1x4 white oak and use a router table to chamfer the edges. Okay, so we have our chamfer on both sides, which is nice. On the table saw, we'll make a kerf cut or a slot around the inside edges to hold the glass. Okay, so we have our kerf cut, one on each side. Now we'll rip our strips to the right width.
Sounds good.
Do a lot of projects with your son?
We try to do a project for Christmas presents every year. We
Oh,
pick
that's
something
nice.
and give them the grandmothers and the aunts, and
Yeah,
so we always do some sort of project.
That's nice. All right, so we have our two pieces all cut, angled, have the kerf cut in it. I'm just going to take some of this quick setting glue. I'll take an activator, spray a little there. Okay, now take the two pieces, I'm going to push them together. Now we have one piece to cut instead of two.
Okay.
So the first thing is to make our inside miter on one of the long ones. Set the saw at 45. Okay, so now I'm going to take the pieces and I'm going to slide them down to get our length. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to put it on the measurement to the long because that's the outside of our box. I'm going to mark it on here, which is 38 7/8, and our miter will go that way. Make sure she's tight against the back. Okay, so that's our two long pieces. And now we'll cut the two shorter pieces for the sides. I'm going to use a tapered drill bit with a part here that will countersink the head slightly. I like the tapered drill bit because the screw really holds in the wood much better. That one. I'll do this one. That look good?
Looks good.
All right, you're going to use a brass screw just because it's pretty. You got it? I'm going to push. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
I'm gonna push. Okay, good. All right, so there's our frame.
Looks good.
Now what we'll do is we'll give it a quick sand, and why don't we stain it before we put the glass in?
Sounds good.
That's water base?
Water base.
Now is that just a stain, or is it a finish also?
It's just a stain.
Yeah.
I'll let it dry, put another coat on.
Okay, well that'll give me enough time. I'm gonna go get the glass and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
All right, Tim, got the glass. How'd you make out?
Very good. 2 coats and it's all dry.
Ah, that's what I like to hear. All right, so let's get this unscrewed at the end here. Hopefully the glass will fit. And I won't break it putting it in. I hate that when that happens. Okay. There we go. So far, so good. All right, that's in there. Now we'll attach this piece back. All right, so now let's get the box, see how that looks. That looks pretty good. All right, that fits good.
Looks good on my end.
Okay, so now before we mount the glass, we're gonna think about mounting the bat.
So my son's actually getting home from school right now. Do you mind if I
great.
go get him and have him come on
Absolutely.
down?
Bring him down.
All right.
Great.
Thanks.
All right. Hey,
Hi,
what's your name?
Timmy.
Timmy, nice to meet you,
Nice
Timmy.
to meet you.
You're a baseball player,
Yep.
huh? What position do you like?
Second in outfield.
What's your favorite?
Outfield.
Outfield. Oh, you gotta have a strong arm for
Yeah.
that. All right, so I took out our drawing and I'm looking at the bat and how we want to put it there. It looks like you've got it centered left to right. Okay, so let's see the bat. Let's place it in there. So it looks like you got it positioned about like that. What do you think?
Yep.
That's all that's going in there, right?
No, we have pins.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the pins. Right. So I'm gonna put the pins down the bottom like that and center it, right?
Yes.
What do you think? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so let's just see how your dad did it. You think he's good with an eye? And he's got 12 1/4. No, 14 and a half. He didn't hit that good, did he? Nice try, Dad.
I tried.
Yeah, 13. 13 and 1/8. All right, so 13 and 8, just like that. All right, so now we're gonna center the bat left and right. Okay, so that's about right there. Now, big question is, are you gonna use this bat?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. The good thing is now that makes it a little bit easier on how we can mount this. What we'll do is I'm going to pick it up off the back. We'll use some spacers, and we'll put 2 screws, one here and one here, but through the back. All right, so let's mark off where we want to place everything. I got some blue tape. Yep. That's good. Now all you're going to do is get through so we have a reference to drill back from the other side.
All right.
We're going to place the bat on 2 dowels as a spacer so it looks like it's in the air. Okay, so I have our screws positioned in the back where they're going to go. We've already placed 1 dowel on the screw there. We want to place the other dowel on the other screw?
Yeah.
What we want to do is this is a little pilot hole. We don't go too deep, but just drill a little hole, just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so first screw is going to go in. All right, second screw. So put it in there where it goes. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so now these are the click biscuits, and these will hold the glass panel to the cabinet. Now, if you ever have to take it off, a stiff putty knife, get between the joint and pop it off that way.
Now, how do the biscuits stay in the wood? Do we glue them?
Well, you know, a conventional biscuit goes into a slot. You slide it in there. Well, the difference between that biscuit and this biscuit, it's wider and it's a T slot. So we're going to slide it into the slot like that and it can't pull out.
Okay.
All right? So what we have to do now is we have to make a slot for these to go in. Pick it up, line up our clips, push it down. There you go. All right, I think this is looking pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks great.
Looks awesome.
All right, well, I'm going to leave you with one simple chore. We have 4 holes that have to get filled for the screws in case you have to replace the glass.
Okay.
So make sure you fill it with something soft that can be removable to get to those screws.
We can
All right.
handle that.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Nice to meet you. Thanks for all your help today.
Hit a homer for me, will you?
All right, I will.
All right.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.